All right, let's roll. The Wicked Wednesday has begun. The pimps, the players, the hustlers, the people that bust them, and everybody else in between. From Costa Rica to California, Montreal to Minnesota, we're kicking it live in the Fax, FAX, baby. Halifax, Nova Scotia, where the tides are sometimes 4 stories high. Or at least that's what I just saw on an electric billboard when I went outside to smoke a spliff before I started the show, because I cannot blaze in this, not really going to call it a hotel room, in this dwelling. In this dwelling. Hold on. Where's the remote control for my TV? Let's look here now. My phone. It took me a couple of minutes as I settled into my room earlier today, and I'm looking around, and I realized, I was like, you know what? I'm going to I'll put the news on or something just during the day here. I'm like, so I'm sort of sat down. I'm like, that's not that bad. So here, then I realized, I'm like, I'm going to put TSN on or CNN or something. Sort of look around. I'm like, there's not a lot really to look. So I sort of look around each corner. And then there's this fucking like thing here. I'm like, is it in here? Or fucking open up? No, it's not. No TV. There's no TV. We had a little incident earlier in the day. Our day didn't start off very good here today in Halifax, to be honest with you. I persevered. What am I going to do? Like, I was here for basically about 45 minutes, and I nearly had the cops called on me. I've been arrested in this town before, too. I've only been here fucking 3 times, and I got arrested once. So, like, I have a 33% ratio already. I'm batting .333. Like, so I forgot about that until I was standing there, and shit got hostile fast. Then I realized that I was like, man, this guy's gonna call the cops and fucking, it's not gonna end well here. I don't fit into small towns well. So there was an instant clash with the hotel. And it's funny, they didn't like my language. I didn't even swear at them. He's like, you were rude to my staff. It's like, yeah, I gave her a mean look, I guess. Look, when I walked in there, basically, you would have thought that fucking Louis Farrakhan and David Duke walked in the door. Like, I walked in, they all stopped and looked at me. Fuck, I'm coming in. And I got a dude with a kilt fucking giving me the fucking weird look here. I got into it with the chick, some fucking bimbo, fucking skank. And then I always get into it with chicks in hotels. Fuck. It's like whatever. It's like 90% of the time I'll get into an argument with a chick in a hotel. Fuck. So, whatever. I got into it with the one chick, and then I asked to speak to the fucking supervisor chick, but then I got into it with her. And then finally I was like, all right, fuck. Give me the fucking owner's name of this fucking hotel. like right now, I said, I want to call your head office. I want to speak to the owner or the president or whatever. And she said, all right. And then she came back and she goes, he's not here right now, but I just called him. He's on his way. So I figured, listen, if they called the fucking president and the general manager over to fucking rectify the situation, they were going to rectify the situation. So fucking, I'm sitting there in the lobby. And like I said, I was not rude to the ladies at all. They didn't like the fact that whatever, that I guess I'm not just some stupid bozo idiot fucking tourist that they're normally dealing with. Thing is, the chick was really hot too. I was put off, fuck, when they sent the hot chick out, and I knew it wasn't going to go well, fuck. I don't know where she was from. She had a weird accent. So I got into it with the hot chick, and she's the manager, fuck, of course, fuck. The other stupid girl's just standing there smiling at me, fuck, when I'm arguing with their boss. And then So then the fucking GM guy shows up. He's some fucking like sort of, he looked like an NFL referee. He was sort of a buff dude, like in his late 50s or whatever, but he had like a nice suit on. Like I said, he thought it was Jay Peterman or something like that. So he comes in all slicked up. He's like, yeah, I'm the general manager of this hotel and properties. And I said, all right. And I put my hand out. I shook his hand. I was all nice. I said, thank you for coming, sir. I even called him sir. I said, thank you for coming, sir. I said, listen, I booked a room on Expedia last night, and I'm having a problem checking in right now. And then he goes right into, he goes, no, there's no problem. But he goes, you're going to have to leave the property. Thing is, I've already paid with Expedia and shit. It's like, he goes, you're going to have to leave the property. Right. I said, pardon me? I said, what? And he goes, there really isn't anything to talk about after the way that you berated my staff. He goes, you were very rude with my staff, they told me. And I said, well, I should have a problem with your staff. That's why, yeah. And I said, well, rude. I said I had a disagreement with her, but I said I didn't swear at her. I didn't call her a name or anything like that. And then he goes, you're going to have to leave. And he fucking steps like sort of towards me more. And then I told him, I said, I don't think you want to get any fucking closer, David. That was his name. I said, I don't think you want to get any fucking closer, David, right now. And then he goes, oh, you see, this is why. He goes, this is why, you know, this is the language I'm talking about. I said, your fucking language. I said, you're a fucking cocksucker. And then like he made a fist type, like he was holding himself back. And I said, what are you going to fucking do? I said, what are you going to fucking do? And we were in the lobby, and then fucking the concierge doorman guy is some fucking idiot hipster with a beard, of course. So and the guy's wearing a kilt, fuck. Comes over and sort of like, you know, they gang up on me. There's the two of them there and shit. And then I fucking lost it. And I said, you know, I really like to punch you in the fucking face, man. He said something about calling the police and shit. And I basically they weren't checking me in. That was how my trip to Halifax started. Welcome to fucking the Maritimes. Yeah, hospitality, my ass. Settle down, Bruce Chat. Bruce Chat's telling me about hotels. Bruce Chat hasn't left his fucking house in 13 years. Bruce Chat, are you an expert in pretending to be an expert in things you know nothing about? Like, have you ever even fucking traveled once in your fucking life, Bruce Chat? Have you ever left the fucking Sioux once? Ask anybody. Bruce Chat. So anyways, settle down, Bruce Chat. The adults are talking right now. Yeah, like seriously, Bruce. You want to give advice on fucking what pizza to order from Domino's and what the best deal of the week is? Like, well, listen. But you know, guy checks in about fucking hotels and shit. I fucking travel fucking 3 times a fucking, you know, who travels more than I do and who travels less than Bruce? Like the combination here is kind of comical, Bruce. I love you, Bruce, but holy fuck, dude. Now you're pissing me off as much as this David Clark guy did. You got to pick your spots, Bruce. Fuck, man. Fucking Bruce. Hey, Bruce, you have any advice for me about my guitar? Do you have any advice for homicide tomorrow? Hey, Kyle Hamper. You know I'm right. You know, no, I don't know. I don't want to track the guy down, Drew. It's all good, anyways. It's a generic name. Um, you know I'm right. You know I'm right when even Jazz is on my side. All right. So, as I was saying, fuck the Dodgers. I hate the Dodgers. As I was saying before, Bruce once again so rudely interrupted me. So yeah, that's how it. That's how the day started here, guys. Well, I shouldn't say that. The day actually started with I hung out with April. April on Twitter, known as the hockey chick. I don't like calling her a chick, but that's her Twitter handle, or at least it was. um, great girl, class act, April. Like I said, like the hospitality here has been good. It was just these fucksticks at the hotel. So guys, I was worried about the internet connection and stuff like that. Right? That's all that's the only reason I was staying at this uppity crust hotel. So what was I gonna do? It's fucking cold. I gotta fucking do. I'm fucking tired. I'm pissed off. I got a radio show to do. So basically, I looked at my cell phone and settle down, Jazz. My cell phone works here. So I looked at my cell phone online and I was like, fucking looking. I said, all right, hotels. So I ended up at this place that actually has pretty good internet, man. And in fact, so good because that was my prerequisite when I walked in here. I told the guy, I said, listen, I said, I need a room and I need a room now. and, but it was more my style, man. This guy was an Indian dude, dressed nice and shit, more slickster, not some fuckstick upper Canada fucking fuckhead. So yeah, this guy was easy to deal with. He was just like, yeah, no problem, man. What do you need? I was just like, he goes, what do you need over the internet for? I said, I got to do a podcast from my room. And he goes, man, we got a lot of students here. And he goes, they're always on Skype and doing videos. And he goes, I never got one complaint. And real nice guy, man. He even gave me multiple passwords. He goes, this account's probably stronger. And what sold me was the fact that there's a Ethernet fucking connection here. I got to go buy a cable if I need it, but hey, Raw Diggs, if you want to hang around, Raw, you can. But if you want to be an idiot, I'm going to kick you out again, Raw. All right? The only one that keeps talking about homosexuals is you. Just stop it. Fuck. You're an idiot. Are the NBL finals happening here? Really? I didn't know that. Cool. You can bet on that too. Not that I have time to go to the game or anything like that. You guys have no idea, man. I was on a plane at 7:30 in the morning. I'm running around. I'm getting in arguments in the hotels. I got to get this hotel. All right, Raw, listen. If you don't shut up, I'm going to kick you out. If you want me to kick you, I don't want to kick you out, but I will. Yeah, so as I was saying, I don't need to look at myself. There, that's better. All right. So as I was saying, yeah, we met with April, and April really hooked me up, man. Great girl, class act, real nice girl. She'll be at the show tomorrow night. April came and saw Homicide Jam tonight. Yeah, without April, I would have been screwed. Like, I would have been screwed here. I mean, look, I'm dealing with guys in my band that wanted to stay on a boat. Fuck. The best is, I was really hoping they were going to do it. Fuck. Just for the story. I wanted them to do it. And they didn't do it. They wouldn't. They didn't do it. They fucking pussied out. Hey, for the record, it's fucking. It's pretty cold here, man. The boat's like in the Atlantic Ocean and shit like that. I think it'd be a great time for them on the boat. No, so the boys in the band are staying at Dalhousie University right now. And I'm in a similar residence. Like there's college kids here and shit. It's 11. It's late here too. 69-57 Houston Rockets right now. Fuck. In-game total, though, it's right on pace at 224. Braves are up 4-1. I'm on the Braves. 1-1 in the hockey game. I'm on the Winnipeg Jets. Fuck, I need some wins tonight, guys. These trips fucking aren't cheap. Okay, so I know there's quite a few of you, actually. It seems to be that there's a few of you from Halifax in the chat here tonight. So tomorrow night, guys, continue. Settle down, Van Fob. What is it, 2-1 now, Bruce Chad? Yeah, I just said 1-1. Now Bruce Chad's getting us excited about goals that didn't happen. You're really on fire tonight, Bruce. I just said 1-1. Is it 2-1 now? Yes, Nick. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, Nick Popovich. Yes, that's a good way. All right, so I guess the Jets just scored to make it 1-1. I must have just saw it as they scored too. God knows I can't open a stream up here. I can't do that. I'm relying on you guys tonight. I'm on the Winnipeg Jets here, guys. Let's go. What up, Pittsburgh Brew? Let's get this shit, man. I need this. Yeah, so as I was saying, oh yeah, where's Babano? I sent Babano the link. Is Babano at a hockey game or something like that? Oh no, Vegas just scored. Fuck off. Fuck. Of course they did. Why wouldn't they? Fuck. Yeah, so the thanks, Sandercock. So yeah, the band was gonna stay with me in the nice hotel, but the nice hotel wasn't happening. And then this hotel, as you can see, clearly there's not enough room for multiple dudes. Yeah, we get a better angle, actually. It'll look better. Let me move to this side. Yeah, get the nice brick wall back there. What's up, big man? Yeah, you know, maybe Babano might be stiffing us here. Babano's now 11 minutes late. Yeah. So try to track me down, Jazz. Jazz is frustrated right now. He's looking at the brick wall. He's like, yeah, my chat's slow. Halifax. Here's Babano. Look at Babano. Big rock star now, Babano. Look at Babano show. Babano's like stylistically late now. It is, Nick. It's a dorm hotel. It's a dorm hotel. Man, I wasn't paying fucking 300 motherfucking dollars for fucking room and shit. This trip's already costing me enough money, man. No, there's a common area. There's like a room and shit with a TV. There's like a common area, you know? You're all a bunch of bozos, fuck. Except Kyle. No, you know what? I am really, I got a great location here, guys. I like this place actually. I got a great location. I'm all right with the place I'm staying. I've stayed in a lot of places. This place is all right. They even got like free cereal. It's sort of like an Airbnb, like what we had Jazz in BC. Like they've got all the free cereal out. There's cereal and orange juice and shit like that. No. Ocean view, not from my room already. No. No. I am like fucking 2 minutes from the ocean though. The ocean's right, like literally right behind me. My room, I look into a construction site. Good place to smoke weed though. Yeah, Grinch. In fact, there's a chick in pajamas fucking inside right now. Yeah, exactly. There's chicks in pajamas walking around, and there's a bunch of dudes with Yankee hats outside fucking smoking weed. Settle down, logical thoughts. You didn't give us anything. You didn't say who you liked in this game. Um, yeah, I'm right near the arena. What's up, Chris Edge? I'm right near the arena. You know the hockey arena? The hockey arena where Halifax Mooseheads play. Remember they had I think they had the World Cup here. Fucker, the Canada Cup years ago was here, wasn't it? The Halifax Metro Convention Arena, whatever. Now it's called Scotiabank Center or something. I'm right up the street from it. I'm right near the hockey arena. I'm right like in that's why it's a good location. Like the hotel I was at actually before was shitty location. I would have been fucked. This is good here. Like I'm barely eating, guys. Like I'm not in the mood too. You know. I can handle your jokes. You guys are good guys. But yeah, I took a plane at 6:30 in the fucking morning, 7:30 in the morning, man. I've been fucking traveling all day. I did a fucking 3-hour radio show. I literally had zero time off after the radio show. April was nice enough to pick me up and drive me to the homicide rehearsal where I fucking yelled into a mic for the last hour and a half, where I got back here at 10:52, 9:52. I'm all fucked up with the time. Fuck, it's an hour ahead here. If the Warriors lose this game, I'm okay with that, but the game better fucking go over the number. I swear to. Right after, man. Right after I took I posted the Jets and shit. I spoke to Blessing, and Blessing's not a biased Vegas guy, and he was right. He's like, Vegas will win tonight, Winnipeg will win the next game, not like Winnipeg tonight and vice versa. After he said, I was like, he's making a lot of sense here. Fuck me. Fucking Warriors are getting fucking smacked now, motherfuckers. 82-66. You guys got to step it up. The Rockets right now are minus 12.5 in game. Minus 12.5. You can get the Warriors. The Warriors should have a run in them. The Warriors aren't like quitting fuckers or anything. The Warriors should have a run left in them. In-game total is now 221.5. Like, I've got the Warriors and I've got the over. I can handle a split. I can live with a split. All right, let's bring in Babano right now since I guess he figured, Babano likes to build the drama and the tension up, like before he steps up and in. How you doing, Babano?
It's not Bobano's late night anger management class. It's Morency's. I got to give you a 30-minute intro here. I thought you wanted to spend some time ranting on your Halifax excursion, which I hear did not start out very well for you today. I don't like hearing that.
I know. It didn't start out great today, earlier in the day, Babano. No, it didn't. But we're getting settled in here right now. It's been a long day, like I was just saying, man. You know, the flight. I did a radio show. I just rehearsed with Homicide. My voice is starting to give out a bit here, and I haven't fucking eaten really today. You know, so after this show, I'm gonna go for a little walk, and God knows what I'm gonna find open at 1:30 in the morning in Halifax, Babano.
You won't know until you try. You won't know unless you try. What? How desperate are you going to be to eat something at 1:30 in the morning? That's what you really got to ask yourself, Gabe. Do I need something? Can I go to sleep on an empty stomach? How do you handle that?
No, I know. I swear to God, dude, I just didn't have time, Babano. Like, you know, I got one poutine here earlier in the day. I was going to get the donair, but I didn't know if it was the right place to get it from. So I was like, I'll wait. I'll get the donair later. So maybe tonight I'll get it. I'll go with the drunk people and get a donair out there.
Wow, might as well. Hey, eat meatball, hot dog on a stick or pogo stick at this point. I'm sure if you're hungry enough at that time of night.
And supposedly April was telling me there's a pizza corner, a bunch of pizza places. So whatever. Look, Halifax is a big bar town, right? So I'm assuming there's got to be something open. And I'm right. What's cool is I'm right near where the bar is, where we're going to be doing the show tomorrow night, Babano. I'm looking forward to meeting Andrew McInnes down there. It's going to be a good time.
It's funny. We were doing the Ice Guys today, and I mentioned that to him. I hope you're still going to give Gabe your support out there in Halifax. He says, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. He said something about he's got parties and stuff to do this weekend, too, with friends of his. So he says this could be some 4-day, 4-night bender that he's going to start Thursday night when he's with you at the Road Rage. So this is going to be a hell of a weekend, I think, for my fellow Ice Guy, Andrew McInnes. He's going to be throwing him back. He's going to be a party animal this weekend, it sounds like.
I'm having a hard time with the levels here. Sorry, Babano. Just give me a second.
Actually, your connection seems okay. Your video seems good. Your audio seems good. You're actually getting somewhat decent connection from this place you're staying at, even though it's Plan B.
Oh, yeah. I do the radio show, even like on Hardwire on a MacBook Pro, and oftentimes, like I'm doing it with this radio remote system. And, you know, sometimes I'll get randomly knocked off or, you know what I mean? I haven't had a problem. Like, this computer it's getting me through the shows. I don't like it. It's chunkier, it's slower. But what I'm doing now, Babano, I got a camera plugged in. But yeah, the shot looks pretty good and pretty HD-ish and shit, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you upgraded the equipment, that microphone. I'm telling you what, there'd be times I'm listening to you talk on the audio on your shows. It's like a rat's nest trying to hear you sometimes. But that microphone is fantastic. It is it's a big upgrade. That's the thing I like the most about the recent changes you've made is that mic. It's long overdue. I've been bitching about a mic for like 3-4 months now for you, and you finally got it. And you sound like a professional broadcaster now. You sound like me.
Yeah, you sound like you. You're using a $30 headset, Babano.
It's still pretty good sound. Can you hear me clearly?
The MacBook mic is actually probably better than this, to be honest.
I don't know.
Like, I don't think this mic's pretty good. This mic's pretty good. I like this mic better than the one that everyone else uses. I think everyone has the Blue Yeti or whatever it is. That one always fucking Donnie has it. Donnie Rightside has it. Cam has it. Mayo has it, and it always fucking gets into that weird digital robot sound shit. But this Blue Snowball is pretty good. It kills the outside noise, but no, the fact, Babano, the MacBook Pro mic is very good actually. To be honest, like that's one of the benefits of that computer.
Yeah, that's the key. You want a mic that's going to end up, killing the background noise. You can't have, fans running in the background. You can't have a lawnmower outside from a neighbor cutting the grass coming through the show in the background. You can hear that clearer than you can hear the guy talking. So that's why you got to have some sort of mic that basically cuts out and, screens out the outside noise. And that's why the headset for me comes in handy. I mean, I'm not a big fan of this internal mic that I'm using on this laptop. So the headset is a must for me if I'm going to be doing shows.
Yeah. I tried to use this mic off this computer. I tested it once and it sounded like shit. Fuck, it was tinny as fuck. I got to return this fucking computer. It's not beat up yet.
Your Apple, is it? Did you get your Apple back that was in the shop getting repaired?
No, it was fucking. They told me it was ready. Fucking. I got an email at 7:30. Their store closed at 9:30, and I didn't see the email till like 9:15. I just don't know the fucking. I don't know the buttons on this stupid computer, so I'm trying to figure out the fucking volume here. It's driving me crazy. The sound is too high, then it's too low. Babano, talk. There you go, Babano. So 86, 70. Who are you on in this basketball game, Babano?
I actually took the Houston Rockets tonight, but I'm not comfortable yet. 86-70 with 2.5 to go in the third quarter is not safe, not with the Golden State Warriors involved. But they're playing like I thought they would. They started the game like I thought they would. They know they can't go down 2-0 going back to the Oracle. This is almost must win. You can't lose the first two home games of this series, and you're getting the effort, or at least I'm getting the effort so far out of the Rockets that I thought we'd get.
Yeah, they're all in tonight. Like you said, the Warriors usually have like one run in them, right? You know, they're not just going to quit and roll over here. But to me, I can take I have the over too, Babano. I can live with the fucking split, but I'm going to be pissed off if we lose both of them, I tell you.
Well, that's the thing. You've got Golden State and over. I've actually got Houston and under tonight, and the under's all of a sudden looking like it's in some trouble. It's 86-72. We're at 158 with 2:38 to go in the third quarter. So I think the over's starting to look like it's got a decent chance. Unless we're going to get a situation and a complete shit show like we had last night in the fourth quarter in Boston, which cost me and a bunch of other people the over in that game. I mean, just awful. Seeing Cleveland just completely fall apart offensively in the fourth quarter, and Boston pulls away. And when they pull away, what happens? There's no fouls late in the game. They give up. They throw in the white towel, and an over that looked like a surefire dead nuts winner through three quarters turns into a flat out brutal, tough beat loser. Brutal.
Yeah, the totals are fucking tough to bet on the NBA playoffs. They're razor sharp, right? Every one of the Houston game went right down to the 225.
Yep.
It was yesterday was 203. It went up to 204. They get right to fucking 201. Fucking one. Always totals are always right around the number. It seems like the computer can tell you how many points are going to be easier than it can tell you who's going to win the game. That's like, and I guess it's not. I guess that's not like surprising, basically. It's tough to figure out who's going to win these games, even if you're the fucking computer. But these computers with these NBA totals, holy fuck, are they fucking sharp with these numbers.
Look at game one of the Houston, both. Well, the game two in Boston, game one in Houston the other night. I mean, you needed late fouls to get that game over, depending on when and where you bet it. With that under and over in game one of Golden State Houston, that was right around the number.
Bano.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, everyone's taking pot shots here. Babano's taking pot shots. He's on a fucking $30 Radio Shack headset. Professional broadcaster, like fuck.
Professional in my own mind. That's it.
There you are, Babano.
I'm okay. I can see myself. I'm hearing myself.
On the road with the internet is the Google Hangouts. If I'm alone, I can sort of get through it and it's fine. But when it's two of us, it goes back and forth, and it's frustrating for me. I never know like who the camera's on.
Yeah. It looks like my connection's okay at the moment, but you didn't hear me for a second. I could tell I was talking, and you were saying, "Bobano, where are you?" Sending out an SOS to me.
Yeah, but it wasn't your fault. It was me. I got to stop fucking with this fucking volume on this computer.
Yeah.
Like now it's going up on its own. I don't want it going up on its own. Fuck.
I know your war with technology is never going to end, Gabe. It really is. This is a war that has no truce coming anytime soon. Gabe versus technology. The war has just begun.
You are correct about that. I went into a fucking post office the other day to buy a PaySafe card, and their computer froze on me. Or it's on me. Like I'm the customer that the computer freezes on.
It's like, hey, there's Gabe Morency. We don't like him. We're technology. We don't like you. We don't want to do shit for you. So we're just going to shut down right when you're coming up to the screen there. Yeah, that makes sense. I can see that.
This fucking volume now. It's going down on its own. I don't want it. Stop it. Stop it. Just stay. 34, 32. Like, holy fuck, man. I
Someone's
fucking hate this shit.
magically turning the volume up and down on you. Yep.
Yeah, no, it is. Like, I'm pushing a button and you're down to 10 now. Like, you're at 8. It's unbelievable. Like, I should never have fucking touched it in the fucking first place. I've never seen anything like this. So what's going on in the hockey game now, Babano?
Well, Winnipeg's all over Vegas. They're down 3-1 now. It's Vegas up 3-1 in this hockey game. Fleury's been excellent these last couple shifts.
It's 3-1 now.
Yep, 3-1 Vegas. They robbed Matt Perreault on a great chance. Fleury, a great save just now. Laine just hit the post on a power play. This is remarkable. Winnipeg, great chances, but still 3-1. I don't know what's
motherfucker.
Laine right now is a little snake bit.
Talking, Babano. I'm going to log in and log out. Keep talking for a second.
Yeah, I mean, I was just going to say Winnipeg has had a bunch of chances. They've been swarming the Vegas net these last couple of minutes. Fleury robbed Matthew Perreault with a right pad save just a few minutes ago, and then that ended up leading to a Vegas penalty and a Winnipeg power play here, and Laine just hit the post. Had chances, good puck movement, maintained possession in the zone, all of that. Good power play, good-looking power play, except the finish and the goal that you, to be honest with you, you truly need right now to try to get back into this hockey game down 3-1. I don't know, I don't want to say I've made the mistake because he got a whole third period to go, but I bet against Vegas tonight. Yeah, I did. I took Winnipeg. I haven't bet against. I think you need one hand. That's all I need. One hand to count how many times I've bet against the Golden Knights this season. That has not been often. And tonight I figured, though, Winnipeg hasn't lost 2 straight in the playoffs. They're 4-0 off a loss. They've been good on the road. They were tremendous on the road in Nashville. They won 3 of the 4 games in the second round against the Predators at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. Their offense didn't have any problem scoring goals in that series on the road. And I thought, hey, coming into Vegas, they're not going to be spooked by T-Mobile Arena. You can play in Nashville and play as well as you did, win games there the way you did, and dominate, really. A lot of those games in that series on the road, the way the Jets did, that they'd come in here, they'd be fine. But, you got to give Vegas credit. Every single time you think, okay, here's a little chance for a little stumble and bumble here for the Vegas Golden Knights. Now they're going to get tripped up finally for just a little bit. Well, not so fast, they say, and they come out with a great start. They get the crowd energized right off the opening face-off tonight with Jonathan Marchessault being able to score that opening goal, in the first minute of that of the game tonight. So they've been absolutely answering the bell every fucking time, this Vegas team. Every time they're doubted, every time people start to question them. Every time they got an answer. Everybody, they were doubting Vegas again after Winnipeg looked like they were playing at a completely different level than the Vegas Golden Knights in Game 1 of this series. That 4-2 win. And what's Vegas do in Game 2? They just bounce back. They respond to the adversity. They make their adjustments. They clean up what they did wrong in Game 1. And in Game 2, they're much better and they win the game. And clearly they've taken that momentum into tonight, which I didn't expect because, like I said, Winnipeg on the road in Nashville was fantastic. They just haven't been able to bring that with them here to Game 3 tonight. They've been okay at certain points, but nothing anywhere close to the way they played on the road in Nashville, where really they took the play through most of those games against the Predators. But it's more what Vegas is doing well than what Winnipeg's not doing well. The one thing Winnipeg's not doing well tonight is they're turning the puck over in areas you can't turn the puck over in against this Vegas team. Neutral zone turnovers, blue line turnovers. Vegas turns those into prime scoring chances, and we almost had a Winnipeg goal, but a great stop again by Fleury, and it looks like it's out of the net whistle.
I love your breakdowns, Babano.
Yeah, I know.
You're
Thank you.
The expert of all sports of what teams should do. It's like you're a coach in every sport.
Well, armchair coach. That's the thing with it. Well, we got a good scrum going.
One of the headsets work here.
Yeah, we got a little pushing and shoving going on. We got a little animosity finally in this series. Haven't had a ton yet, but a little scrum there. It's breaking up pretty quickly, though.
The NHL playoffs have been boring, to be honest, because of that. There's no I'm not saying there has to be riots and brawls and shit, but I think Vegas and Winnipeg's good hockey, but it's just there's just no intensity to the NHL playoffs, really. You know what I mean? It's sort of like intense regular season hockey. It doesn't have that playoff feel, any of this shit to me, really. It's just sort of hockey. It's not like crazy fucking intense hockey. It's just hockey. You know what I mean?
I think Vegas and Winnipeg series has had it at times, but the Washington Tampa series, I totally agree with that sentiment. Washington Tampa's been a snore fest to me. I mean, Washington easily won the first two games. Tampa Bay easily won last night. There hasn't been a whole lot of viciousness in that series or animosity. Or the testosterone level hasn't gone up big time yet in that series. And to me, that's been a dull, drabby Eastern Conference Finals. And hopefully it'll pick up at some point. But I've not been impressed with the entertainment value, so to speak, of the Tampa series. I guess that's what I'd call it.
No matter what happens, we should get an entertaining Stanley Cup final. Whoever ends up there, whether it's going to be Tampa and Vegas or Washington and Winnipeg, or whatever combination, the Stanley Cup final should be pretty good, actually, still. And, these series will be good. Like, I'm not saying they're bad. Like, I think Tampa and Washington's probably going to go 7 games, and it'll be intense. And even this Vegas shit. Well, listen, Winnipeg's really going to be under the gun after this, but I'm just saying, as far as like, oh, you got to watch this game. It's sort of like I said, it feels like regular season games to me, Babano.
Did I just see Marc-Andre Fleury flick the ear of Blake Wheeler after that scrum? That's pretty funny. Flicked his ear, I think. Let me rewind that here. I think that's what I just saw. It's a nice little maneuver to try to get under someone's skin. If that's what I think that's exactly what he did here. What the hell did he do? He just touched his ear. What the fuck is that all about?
Well, at least he licked his face.
That's got nothing on Brad Marchand. I mean, that takes the cake. That's about as crazy and nuts and bonkers as it gets for someone to get under someone's skin like that. Yeah, Marc-Andre Fleury just, I don't know,
that's like
raised Wheeler's ear. That was a weird thing still.
I didn't realize that he was from here either, Marchand. He's actually from Halifax, or this area. So, man, it's a rout right now. 90. Oh. All right, so this is it for Golden State, guys. Golden State just hit a 3 to start the quarter.
Yeah, Wet Willie, exactly. Maybe that's what it was there. Yeah,
they're down by 13. Oh, Houston hits a 3. So this is the little next couple of minutes here, Urbano, whether the total is going to be at stake. Listen, the in-game total just popped up to 228.5.
Yep.
Oh, 230.5. Good. Let's go. Like I said, I need a fucking split here. I can live with a split.
By the way, but the thing that's really been a difference maker too, these last 2 games of this series, as it's going on, I don't know if this is going to continue this way, but the goalies are starting to separate themselves, Morency, in this series with Winnipeg, Vegas. Fleury had a great game 2. He's having an awesome game 3 so far, and I'm seeing Hellebuyck look slow. Post-to-post movement is not crisp, not tracking pucks as well. I'm not seeing Hellebuyck playing better as this series progresses. I'm seeing Fleury playing better as this series progresses. I'm not seeing that out of Hellebuyck right now. The goalies are starting to separate themselves, and Hellebuck's got to step up and play a little bit better.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I mean, I saw that the other night. Hellebuyck cost him the game the other night, basically. Listen, he's been, but he's good, right? He's out of his zone right now. He seems rattled right now for some reason.
He does. It can't be that way. This is the conference finals. It's a good opponent. It's a red hot goalie in the other crease. You got to be poised. You got to make your reads. You got to play the puck well, move well inside the crease. He's doing all that stuff fine in the first 2 rounds, but maybe it's something Vegas is doing. They're giving him looks that he's not comfortable in dealing with. See, even there, he was slow reacting to a shot that went wide. The shot's already behind the net, and then he's making his move, trying to react to the shot.
Yeah, goalies are streaky, dude. You know what I mean? Look, Holtby fucking, they didn't even start Holtby to start the playoffs. Then Holtby carries them and goes on a 10-2 run. It's just when a goalie's hot, he's hot. But when he sort of gets rattled, fucking, it's a bad time to get rattled. But yeah, it's a real bad time right now for Hellebuyck to be not playing well. They're going to be 1 game away from elimination soon. Man, they're going to have to get their shit together. He's really going to have to step up. But this game really bothers me because I fucking... I was like, man, the Jets should get back on track. They didn't play well the other night. The zigzag theories really worked well in the NHL playoffs. The home teams have struggled in the NHL playoffs. You know, road teams, guys, are 38 and 32 in the NHL playoffs. So think about that. They're 38 and 32, and they're always like fucking dogs as well. I mean, you're up big money if you just bet every fucking road team all the time. But I said it on the radio show like 3 times today. Vegas are the one team, like they don't get overhyped at home. Like I just sort of knew a fucking side of this game. I don't often get that feeling, but I had that feeling that I'm on the wrong side of this.
See, I had Winnipeg too, and I was very confident with Winnipeg going into tonight because they've always been great off a loss. They've shown you that they can win and beat good teams on the road, and I was fully confident in this Winnipeg team coming into tonight. But this is just a tip of the hat to the Golden Knights. They got the early goal, which was key, put Winnipeg on their heels, got the team into it, got the crowd into it. Look, the crowd's going nuts here. 3-1, good period, although Winnipeg came on strong last 5 minutes. This isn't over yet. Winnipeg really carried the play the last 5 minutes. Fleury was excellent. He had to stand on his head a couple times. If Winnipeg can get an early third period goal, it's game on if it gets to 3-2.
That's what's frustrating about fucking betting on hockey, though. Teams that carry the fucking period. It doesn't often equate. You know, like football. Unless you're the Cincinnati Bengals, you go down the field, you're going to score a touchdown, right? Like, you know, hockey, it's almost like baseball in the sense you can load the bases a million times, you don't score, and then you end up losing 1-0, right? Or your pitcher, you know, both pitchers only give up 1 hit, and your pitcher gave up a home run, you lose 1-0. Baseball can be pretty cruel and unfair. Basketball and football are pretty much the better team wins. It's not really an unfair sport. Hockey is, though, Babano. It's frustrating if you bet on it because teams dominate teams all the fucking time and then lose the fucking game. It happens all the time in the NHL. Like you said, like Winnipeg have hit post tonight. They're doing a lot of things right, but the puck's not going in, it doesn't go in. It's a cruel fucking game, hockey. It really is.
It absolutely can be. I mean, Winnipeg Jets, you're not going to get a credit on the scoreboard for a goal post. You're not going to get credit on the scoreboard for a big-time glove save or a defenseman swinging the puck off the goal line when it looks like it's going in. That's the nature of the beast here. Unfortunately, you could carry play, puck possession, dominate in the offensive zone, fire 40, 50 shots on goal, and you're still going to end up maybe not winning that hockey game. The good news, for even though the Winnipeg bet's looking like it's in a little bit of trouble, Gabe, is I don't know if you bet the goal scorers markets in the NHL playoffs or in the NHL in general, but we've cashed a bunch of goal scoring props tonight. I had Jonathan Marchessault plus 160 to score. He scored tonight. Mark Scheifele plus 135 to score. He scored Winnipeg's 1 goal. And we had James Neal score as well, plus 180, a late ad on James Neal. We had all 3 of those guys to score tonight. So the goal scoring props, we've been doing good with them. Some big plus prices. We had Braden Point last night scoring a goal for Tampa Bay at a plus 2 something.
Did you have any others tonight, or are you 3-0 with those alone?
No, there's one that hasn't cashed yet. No, there's a couple that are still in there. Who's left? Let me just take a look. Bet three.
Babano's becoming a real capper. Fuck now. He only talks about the wins.
The wins. No, we have Bufflin. We have Bufflin too. I took a little shot with Dustin Bufflin plus 550 on Dustin Bufflin to score. Dustin Bufflin scored earlier in this series. You know, he's capable. He's jumping into the play for a defenseman that's not afraid to be aggressive.
I'm shocked at the odds are that high. Like, yeah, he's more capable of scoring.
Great prices with all of these too. How is Scheifele plus 135 even with the way he scored this playoffs, especially on the road?
What book are you playing those?
Bet 365. They've got a ton. Great book for the goal scoring props. Hockey, soccer, both of those sports, very good for goal scoring props. Bet 365.
103.89 right now, and you know this is the every time I sort of look up and I think Golden State are sort of coming back a bit, Houston score again after. You know, it's at 14 right now. They've cut it to 12 a couple of times. They can't really get it past 12, though. It's not like Golden State aren't trying here. They just can't get it past 12. So the in-game number right now, guys, Golden State Warriors, you're getting 10.5. The in-game total right now is 227 and a half right now. 227 and a half. Oh, 228 and a half. I got to cry home this fucking over, Babano.
Well, you're at 192 with 7.5 to go. I'm focusing on the NBA now that it's intermission in the hockey. And yeah, turnover, Harden drives for 2, 105.89, 7.5 to go. That's terrible defense by Golden State. That's just bad defense. Wow. Yeah, this is one of those games where Houston looks just like they're a team possessed. You know, we are refuse to lose kind of mentality. We know we can't go down 2-0, and they're playing like that tonight. There's a 3 for Houston. Yeah, they're burying this thing. 108-89, 19-point lead. Timeout, Golden State. 7:07 to go.
Yeah, Golden State gonna quit soon.
Kerr's barking at the refs. Kerr is not shy of letting the refs know what he thinks. That's what I like about Kerr.
Yeah, they're gonna tap out soon in this game. Fuck me. We're gonna lose. Watch, they're gonna get to like 222 or 223 or something like that. It's fucking frustrating. I'm getting sick of this shit. Well, there's no basketball. What, Babano? When one of the Cavs and Celtics play Saturday, I guess, right?
What's going on with that? How is that allowed in the conference finals? That long of a layoff between games, 3 days. How is that possible? What are we doing here with the schedule? That's ridiculous. 3 days off? Really? Why do we need that? The season's long enough, for Christ's sake. What the hell are we doing, NBA? 2 series. It can't be a TV conflict. It can't be a TV conflict anymore because there's only 2 series going on.
It's the fact that these teams in the playoffs have gone too fast. Like they're locked in. They have set dates for the NBA Finals. Whenever the NBA Finals starts, June 8th or whatever the fuck it is, right? Like they have to buy time now. You know, like these teams swapped and they moved on too fast. They got to buy time now. But they do this every year, Babano. It takes basically, look, even the Raptors and the Cavs was 2 weeks. And that was a sweep, man, and it basically went 2 weeks. Or nearly 2 weeks. The NBA playoff series are sort of slated to go like 17 days at this time of the year. It's nuts.
I can't figure it out. I mean, a 3-day break in the conference finals.
It's interesting, you know, like you said, Thursday, Friday night gone. You know, they could play Friday night. You know, why not just play Friday night and then play Sunday? But like I said, you got to stretch it out. Cleveland are laying 6.5 in that game. On Saturday. It's tough. Is Cleveland gonna pull a Houston tonight and blow Boston out, you think, on Saturday?
Boston has been flat out mispriced, completely mispriced from the very beginning of the NBA playoffs. So there's absolutely no freaking way I can bet against Boston getting plus 6.5, even in a quote unquote must win, backs against the wall, down 2-0 at home spot for Cleveland. My advice is, if you like Cleveland, if you insist on playing the Cleveland side, take them first quarter, first half. Because to be honest with you, Cleveland did show up in the first half last night in game 2. But here we go, halftime. Who's going to make the better adjustments? Who do you trust is going to have this team ready to go fire and strong coming out in the second half? Ty Lue or Brad Stevens, who could be, when it's all said and done in his career, right up there with the Red Auerbachs of the world in terms of coaching greatness in this league. I truly believe that.
Let's see you. Red Auerbach won fucking 12 titles with Babano.
I'm not saying Brad's going to win 12 titles, obviously, but that he can be a coach that's going to be at least in, you know, a Phil Jackson, a Pat Riley, even, you know, some of the guys like that.
He's never been to the finals before. Like, listen, Brad Stevens is a good coach, but people need to chill the fuck out with this like second coming shit. Even he said that earlier in the week. He said people are like they say dumb things. Like he's a very good coach. There's no doubt about it. You can't deny it. But he's also the same coach, Babano, that got fucking shit kicked by the Cavs the last 2 years in the playoffs too, right? Like, yeah, it's not like he's done anything either. I mean, he's on a run right now. The Celtics are on a run, but I just think it's pretty bold to put him up there with the winningest coach in the history of the NBA.
I'm saying in 10, 12 years, we might be able to say that. Not right now, obviously. You can't put him anywhere right now. He's got to still prove it. But he's got the signs of being a coach that is going to have a lot of success, and with a lot of teams that maybe people won't think of as being championship level teams, Brad Stevens can elevate to a championship level. He has had no Kyrie Irving second half of the season. He's had no Gordon Hayward all year. He's had Marcus Smart out for a long stretch of time this season. Jaylen Brown missed some playoff time earlier, and all they do is they just keep on, nose to the grindstone. Someone else steps up. He gets Aaron Baines playing like out of his mind too in this playoffs. Aaron freaking Baines, look at what he's doing.
You just said it right there. I mean, look, they never had Gordon Hayward, right? Like Gordon Hayward was, you know, how many games did Gordon Hayward play? 2. So, you know, you can't really miss what you never had. So they never had Gordon Hayward. Yeah, not having Kyrie Irving, it kind of blows, but, it's his first year there too. My whole point with Stevens is it's not like he doesn't have players. Jason Tatum is a fucking superstar, Ravano. Like, Jason Tatum is a fucking stud, this kid.
He's
Jaylen
excellent.
Brown is a fucking stud. Terry Rozier is fucking playing fucking great. Now, listen, Stevens deserves credit. You're right for getting these guys to play. I mean, I'm not saying he's not a very good coach, but people are act like Boston or some sort of D-League team or something like that even now. Jason Tatum was the 3rd overall pick of the draft. He should have been the number 1 pick in the draft. I mean, the kid's obviously a superstar. Jaylen Brown's a freaking stud. To me, listen, I give credit to Brad Stevens. He does a great job. But to me, the real star of that organization is actually Danny Ainge. And Danny Ainge is the one that's drafted all these players. Danny Ainge is the one that continuously just fleeces other general managers and gets the better of them all the time. And Danny Ainge was also the one that was smart enough to hire a guy from Butler named Brad Stevens, right? Like, Danny Ainge, to me, he really is the genius behind this operation. And Stevens gets all the credit, but it's really Danny's operation.
Yeah, and now that's going to be the great comparison, because what's everybody in the NBA landscape talking about? How Boston and Philadelphia are going to rule the East for the next 5, 6, 7, 8 years at least. Well, now
it won't happen, Babano. It won't happen. It won't happen because it goes back to what I always talk about. I remember Lyoto Machida, oh, he'll never lose. He's going to be champion forever. Fast forward to fucking, he's done. Brock Lesnar. I remember Frank Trigg telling me in Mandalay Bay on the radio, Brock Lesnar will be the heavyweight champion for the next 8 years. I don't know if he was a heavyweight champion for the next 8 months. Look at LeBron James talking about winning not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 6, you know what I mean? 7 championships with Miami Heat. Yeah, he won 2. You know what I mean? He lasted 4 years there. Like, even like that's my whole point with Philadelphia. You're right. Like, listen, Philadelphia and Boston are obviously poised to move forward and nicely, Babano. But the fact is, we don't know how Hayward and Irving and all these guys are going to mesh. It's a real good team to have. And Philadelphia, I'm telling you right now, Babano, they're not going to be together for that much longer. They're egomaniacs. Joel Embiid is an egomaniac. Ben Simmons is a fucking superstar, megastar. You're not going to be able to afford to keep them all together. They're going to go. Embiid will fucking go to somewhere flashier and shit. He'll fall for the money and stuff. So really, like, the Sixers window really is the next 2-3 years, Babano. Once that contract is up, there's no guarantee Embiid or Ben Simmons are staying there.
Well, they're also, from what I've heard, they're very interested in on LeBron and or Kawhi Leonard. But we'll see what ends up going on that front. But I don't know if
Kawhi Leonard's still a San Antonio Spur. You have to trade for him. He's not even a free agent yet. And the LeBron stuff to Philadelphia is interesting. I don't see it happening personally. I don't think it'll happen. LeBron's wife was spotted in Philadelphia visiting fucking schools, whatever that means. But, it could be just they were kicking the tires on it. But I doubt LeBron goes to Philadelphia. I really do.
He's going to be somewhere else next season. I'm pretty sure of that. It's just a question of where. Philadelphia is doing everything they can to woo him. That's for sure, with the billboards and all that stuff they're trying to get in there. But Philadelphia is going to be compared to Boston in a lot of ways because of Markelle Fultz. They drafted him instead of Jason Tatum. And through year one, I don't know. It's looking like Boston's had the better of that. There's obviously a long career to go. You got to give Markelle Fultz the chance maybe to integrate, but why hasn't he integrated yet? What is going on here? This is the number 1 overall pick. It's like they're almost trying to shield him a little bit.
He was hurt for the most part. He shouldn't have been a number 1 pick, but he was hurt for the most part. I think, people are over. I think Fultz will be all right next year. We saw he could be explosive, man. It was fucking nuts, dude. The kid put up like fucking 30 fantasy points in like fucking 9 minutes and shit a couple of nights in a row. Like, he could be a real stat monster, actually. I think Fultz will be all right. To me, the bigger bust is Lonzo Ball, in the sense that everyone can say about Philadelphia, oh, Philadelphia fucked up and they should have taken Jason Tatum. Well, what about the LA Lakers? LA Lakers could have taken Jason Tatum and had a star on their hands already instead of a project in Lonzo Ball, right?
Yep.
You know, but they get a pass for that for some reason.
I was never enamored with
119.93.
drafting Lonzo Ball. By the way, the story of this Golden State Houston game, you don't need to look any further than Houston 16 to 37 from 3-point range in this game. If you're going to connect 16 to 37 from 3-point range, Houston's going to kill whoever they play when they're hitting threes at that kind of clip. That's all there is to it. Doesn't matter what the other team does. Doesn't matter what they do. If Houston's going to make 16 threes on 37 attempts, good night.
That's 48 points from behind the arc. That's a lot of volume right there to keep up with.
Yep. No, and there's just a 3-point barrage, especially midway through this fourth quarter when it was like a 12-point game at the time. Now you're looking at a 26-point game just like that.
119.93. We're going to see how I'm going to get screwed on the total here now.
Golden State's had a little problem in game twos. You know, against San Antonio in the first round, they were sloppy. They just did enough to get by there. New Orleans really pushed them hard in game 2 of the last round. They didn't cover there. Only won by a few points in that game. And now you got this one. So game 2, after a dominant game 1 for Golden State, they've sort of given it back a little bit. And they're doing that again here in a big way.
Yeah, I know. But everyone's going to overreact. And now the media will go crazy tomorrow. But, maybe Houston have a chance. And yesterday they were done, right?
Yep.
It's just a big roller coaster. You know, look, Golden State got fucking shit kicked by the Pelicans, too, in game 3. So I should have known. I should have known here. But, you know, but this is only the 4th time they've lost, actually, in the playoffs with Kevin Durant. Like, they've pretty much been invincible. Now, you know, though, you go back, they're going to be big favorites, dude. Like, they're probably going to be 9.5-point favorites, I imagine, 10 points. Look, if the Cleveland Cavaliers, well, maybe not. If they were +2, 6, 7. The sports books aren't going to want to put the Warriors at 6 or 7. I got to believe the Warriors are going to be 8.5-point favorites.
They're going to pad it. Oh, for sure. I mean, Golden State's still got a large public bandwagon. They've always been a team that's been given that extra point or two when they're on their home court in the Oracle. You know, when games they should be laying 5 or 6, or conceivably from a math standpoint, from a power rating standpoint, they could be laying just 5 or 6. They're laying 8 or 9 in a lot of those games. You're probably going to see something like that against Houston, and a spot where a lot of people are going to expect Golden State to bounce back strong after this kind of blowout loss tonight. But this is just Houston doing what they had to do. I mean, I don't see anybody I don't understand the love all of a sudden for people. And you know, the Skip Baylesses and all these idiots that do these shows where the narrative they change the narrative more often than they change their underwear. These guys on these shows, you know, they're going to all of a sudden say Houston's got a chance here. It doesn't change my complexion. Houston's just doing what they absolutely had to do tonight. Win this game to at least have a puncher's chance. I still think Golden State's fine and going to win this series.
Oh, yeah. It'll be fine. They're just, you know, I guess they accomplished what they wanted to, right? They won the game. They get the split. They're going to go back home. They're going to win both games back. They're going to win both games back in Oakland. They're not automatic. If anything, though, man, at least we have a little bit of value and opportunity to buy back the Warriors now, because the line movement has just been so topsoil, you know?
Yeah, and if you're Golden State, just adjust your perimeter defense in the next game, you know? And obviously Houston's probably, you would think, not going to be able to shoot at that level. But, yeah, I mean, I'm going to bring up this box score here, see exactly what the numbers are. But, yeah, they are just, you know, making everything from 3-point range. And like I say, when any team really in the NBA is making shots at that clip from long range, they're going to be tough to beat. But when it's Houston especially, they got so many options on the perimeter there. Harden, Paul, Ariza, go on down the list, guys that can make threes. It's going to be tough. Martin as well. So Eric Gordon as well. So, you know, it just never ends for Houston. But when they start hitting threes like this, they can't beat them. There we go. A Memorial Cup ad on the TV here. Hamilton, Regina, Friday night. Can't wait.
So Hamilton. So you guys made it in Memorial Cup, huh?
We did. Yep. Unbelievable. What a season.
So you beat the good shit. So who's in the Memorial Cup then?
We've got Regina as the host team. Swift Current Broncos are the Western Hockey League champs. Acadie Bathurst, not the Titan, the Titan, are the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League champs. And Hamilton, the OHL champs. So there you go. You got Hamilton, Acadie Bathurst, Swift Current, and Regina.
Acadie Bathurst. Good. I always pull for the Quebec team, Abena.
Yeah, Acadie Bathurst, they beat Blandville Boisboin, something like that. That one throws me off. The Blandville something, the QM in the Q championship. That's who.
I don't know what
Acadie
their team
Bathurst.
name is. I don't, what is it? The Blandville what?
Blandville Boisboin or something like that.
Le Brosbois?
It's a hyphenated team name, yeah, on the QMJHL championship, and that's who Acadie Bathurst beat. Now, Acadie Bathurst is in Bathurst, New Brunswick, obviously, but that's a very French-speaking part of that province. New Brunswick's got a lot of French-speaking people in it, but that part especially,
I was talking about that with April actually today. Here in the Quebec Major Junior League, there's numerous teams actually in this area of Urbana, like French teams, right? Moncton, well, I don't know Moncton's French, but Moncton Wildcats are in the league.
Yep.
You just mentioned Bathurst. There's another one too.
There's a few New Brunswick. St. John, yep.
Yeah. I remember Fredericton used to be the Fredericton Canadians. You remember that? They had the Montreal Canadian farm team was in Fredericton.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that. Fredericton Canadians. That was one of the original Montreal Canadians. They seem to change their farm team every couple of years. They've had like 10 or 12 different associations and affiliations with different teams. I mean, Hamilton, for crying out loud, was the farm team for Montreal for a long time. So they've been all over the place, Montreal, with their AHL affiliate.
Yeah, these teams
stick for a while.
Like the Leafs did at Urbana. These teams, they decided they wanted to save money. And also, it's also more convenient. So if you need a quick call up, right, to have the guy already in the city. So, like, look at the Marlies. You know, the Marlies now are in Toronto. The Montreal Canadiens, same thing. Montreal Canadiens have their farm team in Laval now as well. So if they need to call a player up, he's already in the city. It makes sense. It actually does. It's not as I wouldn't have had it right in the same city, but it's farm team playing in Toronto, downtown Toronto as well. But the Marlies actually draw pretty well.
All right, I want to get this right. I feel ashamed. Pronunciation's a big damn deal to me in a lot of things. I want to get this right. The team that Acadie Bathurst beat, the Blandville Boisbriand, I believe. Blandville Boisbriand, I believe that's how you say it. I think.
Babano.
You got me? Hello?
Babano.
Gabe, I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me, buddy? Hello? Can you hear me? I'm here.
See, Babano gets back in here.
I am in here. Up here.
Right. I'm not going to look at the score for a couple of minutes, and then we'll see if we hit the over or not. I don't think we will. I'm expecting the worst. Oh, fuck. We're close. Fuck. With like 117 left. You got to be kidding.
Can you hear me now, Gabe? I'm back. Can you hear me now?
24. I've got over 224.
Earth to Morency, are you there, buddy? Hello. Hello. Is anybody hello? Is anybody
Back for Banner?
Is anybody hello? Hello. Is anybody There we go. All right, good.
What's up, Banner?
There we go. I just logged back out and in. So there we go. Yeah, the pronunciation. I was trying to get that correct. It's Blandville Boisbriand. That's the team's name. Gabe, you can hear me.
I don't hear you, Babano.
Hello.
And I'm not on mute.
Hello. You can't hear me. There we go. Boisbriand. There we go. I got it right. Yeah.
Holy fuck. Yeah. You're the one taking pot shots at my mic, Babano. That's rich.
There we go.
What happened? You got knocked off by Google?
Yeah. No, I've heard you fine the whole time. And I've been here. The video's been there. I've seen it. I've been talking. I can see you. I can hear you perfectly.
Strange. Eh? Fucking Google Hangouts.
I know it is odd, but you're in,
Go
you're in a
back
different
to.
spot.
There we go. Let me go back to the earphones.
Yeah, so Blandville, Boisbriand. There you go. I'm gonna remember that forever. You'll never hear me butcher that again. I nailed that. I nailed that shit. I nailed it.
What do you think? What do you think of the Capitals game, Urbano? Are the Capitals going to get back on track?
I think they will. I kind of like them in Game 4. I'm not buying that Tampa Bay's suddenly right back in this series now that they won. They're going to have to win again tomorrow. Let's be honest. Washington had a little bit of an emotional letdown last night. They didn't have that urgency. They didn't have that desperation level that Tampa had at the beginning of that hockey game last night, and it showed. Washington played nowhere near as good as the way they played in the first 2 games on the road in Tampa Bay. So if Washington can step it up and realize, hey, we got to match what Tampa Bay brings to the table, I still think for larger stretches of this series, they've been better. So I'm not quite convinced yet in Tampa Bay being able to win both games in Washington. I kind of figured they'd step up and win last night because they just couldn't afford going down 3-0. Let's give Tampa's big guns credit. You couldn't find them with a telescope in the first 2 games, Gabe. You finally saw Stamkos score a big goal. Kucherov as well. You there? We're having a multitude of issues right now. What's happened? Someone at his door? We're having a multitude of issues right now.
Yeah, but see, I know I've had a problem. I'm trying to get there.
Thank you. Come again.
Yeah, but Bano's voice is booming.
Yeah.
Hey, Bano.
Yeah, housekeeping. That's what I thought it was for a minute. Yeah. I'm here. I can hear you perfectly. You can't hear me. I think the chat can hear me. I can hear myself on the YouTube stream. So I'm here. I can hear myself on the YouTube stream. You can't hear me. I think the chat can hear me. I can hear myself on the YouTube stream.
This computer drives me crazy.
My technology is working, Gabe. What about yours?
I keep talking, Bano. It's just me.
All right, 3-2. See, I just flipped back. I left the channel on the hot basketball game for a long time. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, 3-2 now, so that's good. Winnipeg back within 1. All right, 3-2. There's Andrew McGinnis. How are you, buddy? My fellow ice guy. Get ready for tomorrow night. Road Rage in Halifax. Good stuff. Excellent. That'll be a fun time, it sounds like, in Halifax. That'll be a good time tomorrow night. You know what the Road Rages are like with Gabe. Always fun. Good to hang out, drinks with everybody, all the Ragers. Always good times, always a lot of fun. Lots of hijinks, too. You people that joined me and Gabe in Vancouver, you know what that's all about. You know, we've got, people getting tossed out of strip clubs, casino visits, Mick falling down on his face, nearly smashing the bottle, beer right through his eye, falling down. I mean, all kinds of crazy shit. So you know what that's all about. Jazz was there on that Vancouver excursion. Oh, a big tip by Stastny. That's who we need. That's who we need to score. We've still got a Paul Stastny plus 450 alive to score a goal. Line 8. Winnipeg's coming on here. Look out. Wow, good chances by the Jets here. Apparently it is my show for now. We got to see if Gabe can get his issues rectified here. But yeah, let's talk about the sports betting legalization for a bit. I haven't brought that up yet with Gabe, or I don't know if he was gonna, but big news. I mean, obviously this is huge. It's a game changer for the industry. It's going to allow for state by state legalization. My one concern though with this is there's not going to be this symmetrical, uniform institution, I guess, of this legalization from state to state. I'm just worried it's going to be like a little shit show of some kind where each state's going to have their different stipulations and different things that maybe one state has and one state doesn't. How much are they going to tax on it? How many sports books are going to be in? Where do they put them? Who's going to operate them? I mean, it could be a big time difference from one state to another just in terms of how they're operated. I find it actually pretty hysterical how some people are out there thinking this is the death of Las Vegas as we know it, because now legalization of sports betting nationwide has taken place. Well, guess what? Las Vegas is more known, last I checked, for being the entertainment capital of the world, not the sports betting capital of the world. You're still going to get mom and pop Phyllis and Harold Brown, 72 years old, living in Madison, Wisconsin, married for 50 years together, going to Las Vegas to experience some of the lifestyle there, to experience some shows, go to the casinos, have some good meals at great restaurants, see the town, that kind of thing, just to do the tourist thing in Las Vegas that so many people do. I mean, that's not going to change. What, just because we got legalized sports betting now, it's going to crush Las Vegas? And here's another thing, too, about it. I mean, look at Monmouth Park, New Jersey. They're going to open up their sports book inside the race book there, the horse race book. Guess who's operating that sports book at Monmouth Park, New Jersey? William Hill USA, that's who. Okay, well, where's William Hill USA? Where do they operate out of? Oh, yeah, Las Vegas. That's right. William Hill USA operates out of Las Vegas. So guess what? They're still going to be running that book behind the scenes. The bottom line is still going to be coming through to their operations in Las Vegas, Nevada. So all of this notion, and say about the Borgata. There's another place, the Borgata in New Jersey. It's another spot that, who's going to operate that sports book when they open it? Oh, yeah, Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, MGM. That's who. MGM, that operates the MGM book down there in casino in Las Vegas. So again, Las Vegas is going to have their hand in that pie as well when the Borgata Sportsbook opens. So trust me, Las Vegas is going to be fine, all right? It's not going anywhere. Please, it'll be fine. Gabe, can you hear me? No, he's still trying to get the audio going. So, yeah, I mean, it's good stuff. I mean, I think Gabe's hinted at it too, and he's talking about this legalization. He wouldn't mind doing, Vegas, Atlantic City road rage here. So it's one of those situations. Who the hell is Powerhouse 98 here? Being stupid here in the chat. Anyway, just noticed he said something else earlier, and I noticed it. I just didn't say anything about it. We're going to have to watch him. But yeah, I mean, it's a situation where I think if you're Vegas, it's going to be okay. They'll be fine. It'll be one of those situations where, the business as usual, Okay, the sports betting population, the hardcore sports bettors, the serious sports bettors, okay, maybe do they have less of a desire now to go to Las Vegas in the future, because primarily their main reason for going there was betting on sports? Okay, yeah, if they've got a little sports book, in their city or nearby in their state that they can go to instead, put their wagers down, collect them, obviously a lot easier doing that. They can do that, and maybe they will. But I'm talking about the broad spectrum here. I'm talking about the population as a whole. People aren't just going to stop going to Las Vegas because you can bet on sports elsewhere. There's just way too many people that go to Las Vegas for reasons other than betting on sports. I mean, that's really all the way who it is here. All right, Powerhouse 98. That's it. See ya. Yeah, we're looking at a situation here where, Vegas, people go there for the entertainment, and, the clubs, restaurants, they're still going to have all kinds of situations where they're going to end up going there for the stuff you go to Vegas to do, quite essentially, So again, it's not going to crush that city, but by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, by power, exactly. If you're going to shit talk, say something that's actually intelligent. Say something that actually makes some damn sense. Probably, I think I know who it might be, but nevertheless, he gone. Don't have to worry about that anymore. 3-2 Vegas here. 12 minutes to go in the third period. Winnipeg's back in it, though. Now the question is, can they break through and tie this game up? They've had a good third period. They've had all kinds of chances here. Let's see what we got. Golden State, Houston is a final, 127-105. So the over cashes. What a stop on a breakaway by Marc-Andre Fleury. Tyler Myers, the defenseman, in on a breakaway. And we end up getting a big save from Marc-Andre Fleury. Great stop. He's been great tonight, Marc-Andre Fleury. Winnipeg's had chances. Other than a few turnovers that resulted in puck ending up in the back of their net, they've played an okay game tonight, Winnipeg on the road. But those few turnovers they made, just not very good. And it ended up costing them. But 5-on-5, they've had chances. Here's Tyler Myers. Great. Got away from James Neal. Great rush. Yeah, it was Big Man doing. Big Man and I, we were doing the roundtable show this morning. Him, me, Donnie Rightside, and Drew Martin. That was a great show. Always fun. We talked baseball, NBA, NHL. We talked about the sports betting case that New Jersey just won. So if you didn't watch that roundtable show, check it out. Feinberg's okay. Oh, by the way, Hockey 99, I see you in the chat. You mentioned your Corey in Sackville. I remember you from way back in the hardcore sports radio days. Good stuff. Good to see you in the chat. But Feinberg's okay. Yeah, Feinberg's, laid back. That's okay. Can't always talk nonstop like me. It's actually refreshing to have people like that, to be honest with you, that can, to shut their yap from time to time. There we go. Just like I'm doing right now. Finally. By the way, I need a drink of water here. Need some water. Water here. Costanza. Costanza. Yeah, you know what? By the way, people obviously saw my comments on Joey Votto last night, talking about how he doesn't give a rat's ass about Canadian baseball and Toronto. And when they asked him about James Paxton's no, how he didn't really care about that. He was happy for the player in James Paxton getting the no-hitter, but didn't matter to him one bit that he was Canadian and all of that. And I was pretty upset when I first heard. I've calmed down a little bit. Yeah, he did apologize earlier today, but still, to me, here's the issue with Joey Votto saying that. I don't have an issue with him thinking and feeling that way. If he does not like or respect Canadian baseball or feel that it's made a big impact on him as a MLB professional ball player, okay, fine. You're allowed to think that. Everybody's entitled to have the feelings they want, the opinions they want, but don't voice that. Don't voice that. That doesn't need to be said in public. And especially when you have suited up for Canada on the international stage in the past, and the fact that he actually say it's American baseball is the one that's supporting me now, in right now, and getting me to the major leagues here with the Cincinnati Reds. Okay, well, if I'm not mistaken, Joey, you probably played t-ball or little league baseball somewhere in this country growing up when you were in Toronto, right? I assume that, because what do most Major League Baseball players, how do they get that itch to start playing the sport and maybe being a professional and making that their life's calling as a career? Yeah, it's basically the Little League level. So did you not basically have your parents sign you up for Little League Baseball in the Toronto area and play Little League Baseball, have coaches that spent time to try to make you a better baseball player as a kid? That's the question mark here. If you did, then basically all the shit you said about Canada baseball never supporting me is just a whole bunch of garbage. Obviously they have supported you. You played Little League ball growing up in this country. So all this nonsense about Canada baseball never did a thing for me. Come on here. It's absolutely insane. But, that's the part that was kind of frustrating, upsetting about that. But, I'm over it. He actually apologized. I don't know if he meant it, to be honest with you. It seemed like a little half-assed apology, but it is what it is. Like I say, if he feels that way, okay. Don't have to say it. Don't have to say it. And certainly don't have to say it in the tone and the fucking anger that he's sounded like when he said it. That's another thing. So very disappointed. And by the way, he uses the term. Yeah, no problem. He uses the term, by the way, I don't give a rat's ass about Canada baseball. We don't give a rat's ass about the crap-ass team you've played for the last few years. That's done absolutely nothing. That's vomited all over themselves. That's been a bottom feeder. That's been an absolute disgrace in Major League Baseball for the last few years. How about that? Why should we give a rat's ass about that team you play for? That shit team that's been absolutely done everything wrong, that's got no starting pitching, that has a horrible bullpen, that's been one of the worst bullpens in Major League Baseball the last few years. There's a bunch of K machines in their lineup. We're supposed to give a rat's ass about that? Supposed to give a rat's ass about the Cincinnati Reds now? Please, 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 please. Terrible baseball team. That's all there is to it, and you're part of that. So, yeah. If you want something we shouldn't give a rat's ass about, Cincinnati Reds have been a perfect example of that. a team we really shouldn't give much of a rat's ass about the last few years because they haven't given us a reason to give a rat's ass about them. So there you go. Gabe is, I can't believe this save from Fleury here. This is Winnipeg is doing everything but tie this game. 9.5 to go, still 3-2 Vegas. He's been absolutely tremendous. What a save here. Here it is on the replay. That's unbelievable. 2 unbelievable saves here for Marc-Andre Fleury. The one save, he gets the right pad on it, and then the other save, he dives basically sprawling on his stomach almost and keeps it out. Incredible goaltending from Fleury. Incredible. He's been incredible this whole playoffs. Those were 2 unbelievable, unfathomable saves. And it's still 3-2. If you're Winnipeg, you just got to keep at it. keep plugging away here. You're still only 1 goal behind. You got 9 minutes. You got plenty of time. Just keep coming. Now you're tilting the ice right now if you're the Winnipeg Jets. You've now got the lead in shots, 29-26. You're getting the better of the chances. Vegas really hasn't generated a whole lot here in this third period. I don't know if my love is necessary, Alex, in that comment, but thank you. Yeah, Scheifele, I mean, absolutely. Wow. You can't believe it. What a stop. What a goaltender, Marc-Andre. And he's smiling. You got to love the guy. I mean, he's going to absolutely crush me tonight if Vegas wins this game because, yeah, he's going to be one of the main focal points and reasons why they win this hockey game. But how do you not love the guy? I mean, I'm going to, I'm staring at $500 fucking down the tubes here with this game with Winnipeg if they don't win. So he's going to take that out of my pocket, Marc-Andre Fleury. But nevertheless, he's doing a good job. He's playing great, and it's hard not to root for the guy. That's all there is to it. He's a carefree individual. He's having fun. He's always smiling out there on the ice. He's a great teammate, supports his teammates. He cracks jokes in the dressing room all the time. So, it's impossible not to love Marc-Andre Fleury, even though he's going to maybe take a good chunk of change out of my pocket here tonight. Yeah, big man. What's something about soup? I saw that. Ian, favorite soup. Oh, boy. That's a tough one. There was a bunch of soups at that soup fest went to a while back. There are a bunch of them that are good. I like any soup with a little rosemary in it's good. We got a situation where, it's a nickel that's going down the tubes, Nathan Brooks. Yeah. I think it's not looking good right now. Rosemary, any soup with rosemary. I like bisques, crab bisque, lobster bisque especially. Really big fan of those soups. Anything with a little spice and kick to it. I like soup with, there was a chili soup. Actually, it's funny you mentioned that, Kitchener Ray. Double cheeseburger with chili was one of the ones I had. I can't believe this goaltending. What the hell can the Winnipeg Jets possibly do here to score and tie this game? They're doing everything but tie it. Yeah, Campbell's Chunky Soup. Yeah, I mean, if you're in a grocery store soup, okay. Yeah, that's not bad. Habitant, you like your Habitant soup? Yeah. What did I hear, too, about Gabe? Where is Gabe anyway? Is he coming back or what? He's just vanished. And by the way, I'm actually seeing his feed. His feed's still up there. His camera's still on. He's left his hotel room, but his camera's on. He's obviously gone somewhere. I don't know. Maybe he's picking up some weed. Who knows? It's probably what he's doing. What did he say? Some guy in the hotel that he was bickering with in Halifax had a kilt on? Wow. Well, but then again, there's some Scottish descent there, and it's a lot of Scottish people with Scottish background there. So maybe I shouldn't be that surprised. It's just I heard he's got a kilt on. But then he's Halifax, Nova Scotia. Right. Exactly. Yeah, that makes some sense for sure. Hey, joke. A little bit to this near side. What are you doing here in a hotel? A joke. Yeah, I don't know if he said that, but there you go. For my native Scots, hey, I can do the old Scottish accent. You know, Cameron is a descendants or ancestry was Scottish. Parents were from here though, but uh, Scotland background on my dad's side, Greek Macedonian on my mother's side. So that's the way it goes. Nice little combination here. What is that guy that does the Toronto FC television games? Stephen Caldwell, I believe is his name. He does the Toronto FC MLS soccer games on TSN here in Canada. I believe that's his name, Stephen Caldwell, right? Believe so. And he did all the TFC games with them. He's got a great Scottish accent. I get a kick out at listening to that guy when doing the games on the MLS. Yeah, the Macedonians are great people. We do the pig roast at the weddings. It's always fun stuff. That was fun times, you know. I'm telling you, that fucking tune at weddings I went to on the Macedonian side of my family, it's like nailed and stapled into my brain, you know. So that's all I heard. You know, they danced to that in the circle around and round and round and round, never fucking ended. Like, don't you people get tired? Whoa. Another good save by Fleury. Have you ever had Irish beef stew on top of mashed potatoes? That sounds good, Degenerate Dean. Well, Alex Z, of course, I'm not literally Macedonian. I'm Canadian, born here. I'm talking about background. You know, my mother's family is from, like, honestly, my grandma and grandpa from Skopje. You know, that area of Macedonia there from way back when. Or Florida. Yeah, Florida. Skopje's the capital. They visited there, but they're actually from Florida as the grandparents. That's where they lived growing up. Vegas now, odd man rush. Look out. Wow. Vegas just hit the crossbar here. Still 3-2. Wow. That was Vegas's chance to bury this game potentially and hit the crossbar. Five minutes to go. If you're Winnipeg, just keep it going here. Speak Greek? No. I know Kalimera and Kalispera. Good morning and good evening. That's about it. No, Tikanis. I know that. I know some Macedonian words, actually. Chenka is corn. Oris is rice. There's a couple things. You know, it's all the times that you know, when you get fed when your grandparents are feeding you as a grandkid, you know, 20 years ago, and you pick up on what some the words of food are in Macedonian. So there you go. So I know a couple, but I didn't learn it too well. Hey, Rich Banks in the chat. Good to see Rich Banks and Big Man drop their little beef or feud. Have a little truce going there. We're waiting on Gabe and technology to have their own truce, but I think hell will freeze over before that happens. There's going to be no truce with technology and with Morency. Morency, hello.
You got me, Votto?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I cranked your voice so fucking loud, man. It went through like the hallway. It woke everyone up. And I could just go talk to everyone in the hallway.
Uh-oh. It's my loud noise, my loud voice, and my rants is scaring
in the earphones now, but it cranked. The guy's a nice guy too, so I didn't tell him to fuck off or anything. I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. It's an hour later here, right?
That's right. It's quarter to one.
Like in the hallway, they're looking at me. It's like, fuck, man.
Maybe I should talk. Maybe I should talk. I should talk the Jim Nance voice. Yeah, that's right.
It's quarter at the bar tomorrow night. We'll be all right.
Yeah, it's quarter to one. Quarter to 1 a.m. right now. As Gabe Morency's got the mic in his hand, he's about to make this 3-foot putt. Big birdie opportunity here on the 17th green. 5 minutes to go in this hockey game. 3-2 Vegas, but Winnipeg's had all kinds of chances.
It's all right. We'll wrap up in a couple of minutes, anyways.
Yeah, no problem. Whatever you say. Yeah, I'll log off after this game. We'll ride out the end of this hockey game. There's 5.5 minutes to go. All right, here's Scheifele. Wrap around. Oh, just missed. Puck into the boards there. Yeah, into one of the benches. 5:25 to go. I'll tell you what, give Winnipeg credit. They've done everything they can, thrown everything at the net. Fleury, you got to see the highlights, Morency. He's made like 3 10-bell saves in this third period. Fleury, incredible goaltending. Made a save on his stomach, flat on his stomach, sprawling flat on his stomach, and somehow made the save. On a wide open net, it just raised that puck a little bit. It's in. All right, 5.5 to go, 5:15 to go. This is it. All right, let me get over that box score.
We can wrap it up here in a minute here, buddy.
Yeah, definitely. Once this, there's 5 minutes left in this game.
Keep it all night.
No, that's all right. After this game, I'll log off. We'll call it a show, or I'll whatever you want to do after that. But I'll log off in 5 minutes here. The game's almost over. The hockey.
So we get the.
Yeah, 15-4 shots on goal for Winnipeg here in the third period. Yeah, they're doing everything they can. Great effort. I mean, they're not tucking their tail between their legs and going home saying, oh, whoops, it's not our night here in game 3. They're doing everything. That they're coming after it. Good resolve. You know, you can't fault the effort if they don't tie this game. And that's why you got goaltending in the NHL, in hockey. It's the great equalizer, great X factor. Wow. Thomas Nosek could have put it away for Vegas, swung and missed on a wide open net on a rebound. A Hellebuyck see, Hellebuck's got to be better next game if they don't win. I think he could raise his game another level, especially after what Fleury's doing tonight. He's going to have to raise it another level. Fuck, the goaltending he's given right now has got nothing on Fleury. Fleury's been outstanding. Fleury's been a pillar of strength tonight. All right, 4:10 to go. 4 minutes left. In front. Big save, Fleury. Rebound cleared away. Belmar. Can you hear me?
No, I'm not rattled. I'm fucking pissed off. I hate this computer, but I'm not rattled.
Here's Byfuglien. Oh! Byfuglien almost wrapped it around Fleury, and he just got a pad on it. This is unreal.
This computer's fine, like most of the day, except on fucking YouTube. It drives me fucking crazy.
What a rush by Byfuglien, and he just missed tying it. Immense pressure, insane pressure by Winnipeg. Still down 3-2, though. 35-26 now, the shots. This has been a great period for the Jets. Just can't tie the thing. See, I have the over as well.
We'll wrap it up.
Yeah, once this game's almost over, Gabe, and we'll wrap it. And if this game's going to overtime, we're definitely wrapping up after the third. I'm not staying around. I don't think Gabe's staying around for overtime either. We have a hotel. We've got people that need to sleep, unfortunately, all around Morency in that hotel of his. Yeah. George McPhee and Bill Foley. Bill Foley's pretty calm. The old bugger for Vegas there. If I lose a 20-star play, as they call it at sportsmemo.com, or a 2-unit best bet on against a team that I really hate, I'm even angrier. But it's hard for me. I'll be disappointed. It's lost money, but it's hard to be mad and angry with this Vegas team. It's hard not to like them. They play the right way. They get great goaltending. They've just put the puck in areas that are good areas of the ice. When they're trying to clear the zone, they don't do a cross ice pass in the neutral zone. They get the puck in deep, get your line changed so that nobody's tired, no tired bodies, no tired legs out for an extended shift. Just little things like that. Vegas does them so well, done it all season and doing it tonight. Yeah, I mean, they've been outplayed in the third period, but Winnipeg's pressed, and Fleury's been there. 1:45 to go. All right, we got to get Hellebuyck out of there now. Minute 38 to go. What are we wasting time for? What are we waiting for here? Minute 30 to go. Laine behind his own net here. Here's a little play-by-play. Scheifele. He's hit down in the corner. Laine behind his own net. Gave it away. There's a one-timer right on. Glove save, Hellebuyck. And he hangs on to it. He snared that one out of the air. And there'll be a face-off in the Winnipeg zone. 1:21 to go here in the third period. A 3-2 Vegas lead. And because the face-off's in the Winnipeg zone, no way Hellebuck's coming out just yet. And have to hold off on pulling the goalie right now. Timeout Winnipeg. They're going to use it now. 1:21 to go. See, I don't know if I would have used it just yet here. This is a defensive zone face-off here for the Jets. It's not like you can use this timeout to draw up a play. What if... Jeez. You think Kevin Cheveldayoff for the Winnipeg Jets GM is dealing with some anxiety pains right now? Holy mackerel, look at him in that press box. He is a stress case. He is a basket case there. All right, here we go. Face off coming up in the Winnipeg zone. To the left of Connor Hellebuyck. $1:21 to go. Big face-off. Vegas wins it. It's a big face-off win. That's going to guarantee another 10, 15 seconds at least before Winnipeg could get the puck and get it down into the Vegas zone. Now they get it deep. Now Hellebuck's going to the bench. Extra attacker on the ice for Winnipeg. 1:05 to go. Laine has it. Pass up through the middle. Here's Mark Scheifele wheeling through the neutral zone. Fires it in around the glass. Round back to get it is Wheeler. Plays it around back behind the net. Back to the other side. And a vacated point. Nobody there. And Laine back in the neutral zone has to go back and get it. Little. Round on the boards to Wheeler. Vegas intercepts it. Back to the point. Bufflin's got it there. Bufflin plays it down into the corner for Wheeler. In front for Scheifele. The puck knocked off his stick. Vegas coming through the middle. Here's empty net. Wide.
All right, yo, Bobano.
20 seconds left. Yeah, Gabe. We're almost done. 10 seconds left. Down the ice. That'll do it. And at least we get the empty net for the over. Thank fucking Christ. All right, we get something out of this game. That was a 1-unit bet on the over. Thank goodness for that. We're almost down 3 units on this game. Tough loss if you're Winnipeg. Wow. Real tough. And Marc-Andre Fleury, you should smile. You were outstanding. You were beyond, you're dazzling, magnificent, stupendous. Whatever word you want to use. He was awesome. was absolutely fantastic.
Hey, Babetto.
Yeah. Gabe, can you hear me? And here we go. Game's ended, final whistle's gone, and now we got some rough stuff going. Frustration for the Jets. I'd be frustrated too. We did every fucking thing possible but tie that game. Adam Lowry and Reeves going at it. Myers and Engelland paired off. And cooler heads, I think, are going to prevail here, which, it's a long series. Yep. All right, Gabe. I think that's the end of the hockey game. So unless you got some other business you want to talk about, I think we're done. I think I'm done. I'm tired. I'm exhausted after doing all this talking. I have got no voice left. No, actually, that's not true. I do. Yeah, Blake Wheeler's got that look on his face like, what the hell? We did everything possible to win that game, and we still didn't. Winnipeg's going to win the next game. Just my opinion here. Winnipeg's going to win the next game, I think. They're down 2-1. It's a tough loss, painful loss. Third period, they're swarming the net. How many, tremendous 10-star saves did Winnipeg or Fleury make in that third period? He was amazing. I think they've got a chance. Loser peg Druzilla potentially. To be honest with you, Vegas can win this series. I just think they're not going to win Game 4. That's all. I think Winnipeg is going to win Game 4. Beyond that, I'm not going to say Winnipeg's winning the series. Beyond that, I'm not going to say Vegas is winning the series. I'm just saying Game 4, 2-2. I think for the Winnipeg Jets, they've got it in them to bounce back from this. They have to simply come away from that third period saying to themselves, we played a pretty good third period. We did everything but tie that game, had chances, dominated territorially, had Vegas running around in their own zone, and if not for Fleury, it could have been a much different story. So, I lost with Winnipeg tonight, but I think Game 4 I'll be looking to get right back on them.
Halifax.
Gabe, can you hear me?
This town's starting to upset me, Babano.
Yeah. You've only been there for a few hours. You can't be that tired of it yet.
I can see you talking, but my earphones broke.
Oh, my God. All right.
This is why, though, it'll be good. Tomorrow night we'll be at the bar, so we can be loud.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Gabe. I'm going to sign off. It's been fun. It's been odd. It's been bizarre. But we'll see you.
Stepping up here, buddy. Good job.
Yeah, absolutely. Hope everyone's not sick of me, although it's very easy to get sick of me. Trust me.
I cranked you on the fucking speaker before, and it woke up the entire hallway. Fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
It's my fault. That's why I didn't get mad at them. I was like, yeah, I know.
The late night anger management class, also known as your alarm clock, your 5 a.m. alarm clock. There you go, waking you up when you least expect it. Yeah. Hey, that's the thing they should do. They should bring you on board more often. Hey, if we need to wake up the patrons here in the hotel for a fire or something, just start blaring one of our shows here, and that'll wake everybody up. Get out, it's a fire. Instead of yelling, get out, it's a fire, just play us babbling on for 2 hours. That'll wake everybody up. They'll evacuate pretty quickly after that. All right, guys, we're out of here. Gabe, have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your trip in Halifax, my friend. Always fun. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. See ya.
Thanks to Ian Cameron, aka Babana. Good job, Babana. Fuck, we were sailing along, man, and I don't know what I did. I started fucking with the computer volume, and it went like super loud, and it fucking boomed all over this fucking place. Like I said, normally I would tell the guy to fuck off, but he was actually right. I was like, yeah, I know, it was loud. It's 1 a.m. here too. So we're going to be at the bar tomorrow night, though. We'll be nice and loud at the bar, all right? I think we'll film myself throwing this fucking computer into the Atlantic Ocean, too. That's right. No show shall go unhosted. All right. Well, the show's supposed to be 2 hours. You got 2 hours. Painful 2 hours. Yes, I do, Ghoster. Yes, I do. Trust me, I need it. Yeah, so we'll be at the bar tomorrow night, 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock here, 10 o'clock for you guys. Make sure to bring a computer, McInnes. Settle down, Sonny Vega. Yeah, give a thumbs up on the way out. And tomorrow we'll see you and we're going to yell. We're going to yell a lot. Other than that, you're on your own. Later. Babano. Fucking HP can go fuck themselves. Yes, like I said, tune in tomorrow night. And if you're in Halifax, come down and join us. We're going to be at the HFX Sports Bar. HFX Sports Bar. I don't know what street it's on, but it's right downtown. And it should be a shit show. It's my band, Homicide, will be there as well. All right. Good stuff, Abano. Thank you for you all tuning in. I'm speaking like Jim Nantz in golf right now. I am Jim Nantz. Welcome to the Masters. And, this has been Sports Rage. This has been the late night anger management class. It's a late night anger management class on SPR. So yeah, we'll see you tomorrow night. HFX Sports Bar. I'll tweet about it. I'm going to go for a walk in the downtown streets right now. Other than that, you're on your own. Later.